Okay, once again, my name is Comrade Ime Abesevia Oscar, National President, South Youth. Is on, and it's so disheartening at this point in time when we think that Rivers people, in their need of peace and stability, political stability, and economic stability, we have a former governor of Rivers State who happens to also double as the FCT minister, but it's a Nyesom Wike, asking for forgiveness from His Excellency Ismail Afubada. We want to ask a question at this point in time. Who is supposed to apologize to who? Who is actually in the position of apologizing? We want to make it clear that Nyesom Wike is the person that should apologize to Rivers people. We want to make it clear that if there's anybody, if there's any person, if there's any former governor in Rivers State that actually needs to apologize to Rivers people, is Barrister Nyesom Wike, the FCT minister. Let us also remind the FCT minister that he has benefited so much from Rivers people and from Rivers State. The FCT minister says he started nurturing ambition to become the governor of Rivers State in 2013. Rivers State has never been in peace. Nyesom Wike, the FCT minister, made this state ungovernable for Right Honorable Chibike Rotimi Amechi. It was under Nyesom Wike, because of Nyesom Wike, that the Rivers State judiciary was shut down because of Nyesom Wike for complete 1 year, or the entire period of Amechi's second tenure. The entire judiciary was shut down. Nyesom Wike was responsible for the reason why Right Honorable Chibike Rotimi Amechi, the former governor of Rivers State, or the then governor, shut down the judiciary. It was also because of Nyesom Wike that we have the House of Assembly member use mace to hit the head of another House of Assembly member. Because of Nyesom Wike. This same Nyesom Wike, when he also decided, or when he ended up being the governor of Rivers State, we have never got it right. Nyesom Wike, under his watch, or because of Nyesom Wike benefited in Rivers State. Today, we want to actually outline some of the investment or some of the benefits that Nyesom Wike has within his period, that we expect Nyesom Wike to apologize to Rivers people. Nyesom Wike, under his tenure or within this period, among other things that we know, or among other things that should be listed, Nyesom Wike is the owner of the Signature Hotel in Rivers State. One of the hotels that is actually in the first class level in Rivers State is owned by Nyesom Wike. Hyper City, that is across the entire Port Harcourt and Rivers State, is owned by the wife of Nyesom Wike, Judith Nyesom Wike, Suzette Nyesom Wike. We also have the Resto Park, the filling station named as Resto Park in Rivers State. It's owned by Mr. Nyesom Wike, the FCT minister. Then we also have the amusement park in Port Harcourt. It's owned by Nyesom Wike. We also have the Pleasure Park in Port Harcourt, which is also owned by Nyesom Wike. We also have a lot of hectares of land, uncountable plots or hectares of land situated in Rivers State and in Port Harcourt, owned by Nyesom Wike. At the same time, we want to ask a question. If Nyesom Wike have got all of this, including his personal house at Ada George, on Ada George Road in Port Harcourt, which was actually built by Julius Berger as the CSRO that Julius Berger was supposed to give to Rivers State. Julius Berger built that particular structure for Nyesom Wike as his personal house. This was supposed to be the CSRO that belonged to Rivers people. Now we want to ask, who has benefited in Rivers State than Nyesom Wike? Nyesom Wike has benefited so much that actually need to apologize to Rivers people for making this state ungovernable for the current governor of Rivers State. It was still in this state that we were actually in that Nyesom Wike decided to ask Ismail Afubada to come out for governor. We were also happy that Nyesom Wike supported Ismail Afubada onto his nomination for Ismail Afubada to become the governor of Rivers State. No doubt that he actually made that nomination. But then, we also believe that if Nyesom Wike have given Ismail Afubada the support then to succeed as the governor of Rivers State, what then happened? Why can't you allow him to perform his constitutional duty while requesting that he should come and kneel down for you before he can perform his constitutional duty? We want to also ask Nyesom Wike, who has Nyesom Wike ever knelt down for when he was the governor? Who made Nyesom Wike actually have a governor or became the governor of Rivers State? Or does it mean that Nyesom Wike actually became a governor without anybody's support? Rivers people also ask a question. Nyesom Wike said that he actually wanted a total removal of the governor of Rivers State, but the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, ensured that Ismail Afubada maintained his position and call for a state of emergency. If actually you are a true citizen of the state, if Nyesom Wike have love for Rivers people, if Nyesom Wike is concerned about the government or governance in Rivers State, will Nyesom Wike be making this state unbearable for the executive governor of Rivers State? Will Nyesom Wike be making this state unbearable for the citizens of the state? Nyesom Wike has been able to sit down within the first 4 tenure. Now we need to apologize again. Nyesom Wike promised Rivers people 5,000 job opportunity. Rivers State did not see the light of the day in the 5,000 job. Nyesom Wike did not promote civil servant when he was the governor of Rivers State. Nyesom Wike did not pay pension to pensioners. Nyesom Wike did not pay bursary to students. Nyesom Wike did not also embark on any youth empowerment and completed his 8 years tenure or first and second tenure in Rivers State. Yet he has not apologized to Rivers State. Nyesom Wike has not been able to come out for accountability on how he spent Rivers State money. Rivers people are in their need of Nyesom Wike to give account for how he became or how he spent his money within the first tenure and the second tenure. Nyesom Wike declare have up to 10 or 12 billion naira monthly as an allocation, when Rivers people or Rivers State was generating more than up to that amount it actually declared in Rivers State. What has happened? Why has Nyesom Wike refused to come out to apologize to Rivers people? We want to tell Rivers people and tell the whole world and the international community that at this point in time, the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not being fair to Rivers people. We want to tell the whole world and the international community that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not actually being fair in terms of the dividends of democracy. Bola Ahmed Tinubu has failed Rivers and Nigerians. Because why has he failed? At this point in time, Bola Ahmed Tinubu has actually not met up expectation as the president of this country. We were expecting that as the president of this country, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, as a father that he is, we want to ask a question. That at this point in time, what is Bola Ahmed Tinubu still looking for when it comes to money? He has got all the money that he wants to get in his life. He has achieved. His children are doing well. He has actually projected all his children to become one of the people that, or one of the persons that Nigerians will be worshiping. Nigerians will not worship their father and then worship the children. We will not worship your child, and as much as well, we are worshiping you. That will not happen in this country. We want to make it clear as well that at this point in time, we're expecting Barrister Nyesom Wike to advise Mr. President on the dire need of how Rivers people need some economic stability. Right now, as we speak, investors are running away from the state. What is the happiness of Nyesom Wike? That investors that should be attracted to a state like Rivers State, the treasure base of the nation, investors are now running away from Rivers State because of the political crisis that is being caused or orchestrated by Nyesom Wike. What is your joy? What is your happiness? That today, Lagos State that was supposed to have Rivers State in competition is now the only state that no other state is competing with, and you are happy. You are also happy that a state like Rivers State, your own father's land, where you came from, a state where you have become a 2 times governor. Now, at this point in time, Rivers State are in dire need of positive system or responsible system of governance. And you, Nyesom Wike, is not concerned about the dividends of democracy to Rivers people. You have killed democracy in Rivers State. What do you intend to achieve? I want to tell Nyesom Wike that as Rivers citizens that we are not happy and that we are also disappointed in his style of leadership. We are not happy about his style of leadership, and we cannot see him as a father. Nyesom Wike have disappointed millions of Rivers people. I want Nyesom Wike to understand that if he does not reverse his position and change his position on the situation that is ongoing in Rivers State, that Rivers people will soon do a massive protest in his house to block his house in Port Harcourt. Now, as we speak, Rivers State is actually in a dire situation. Democracy has been killed in Rivers State. Rivers State has no reason for the state of emergency. Now, why do we have a state of emergency? The Nigerian military nominated or accepted one of their son or one of their products to be in charge of, to be the sole administrator in Rivers State. What are we asking for? We were thinking that the Nigerian military will still regain its glory, because we were told when growing up that the police is the corrupt aspect of security, and that the military, we are still much having their integrity intact. With the current acceptance of Ibas accepting to be sole administrator of Rivers State, do we still believe that the integrity of the military is intact? Because we were thinking that if Ibas was actually genuine in his mandate, if Ibas was actually transparent and actually got his stability or got the rank he got in the Nigerian military before his retirement, ordinary Mr. Ibas wouldn't have accepted to be the sole administrator in Rivers State. Up till now, he has refused to resign because he's continuing enjoying the tools or the blueprint or the script that was given to him by the Abuja-based politician. Now, Ibas want to ask a question. The 264 billion naira that rumor have it that is in the custody of Rivers State account, want to make Ibas understand, and Nigerians and the international community, and as well the NSA, the National Assembly, Mr. President, to be aware that rumor has it that 264 billion was left in Rivers State account. if anything happens to that money, Ibas should be held responsible. EFCC should come after Ibas if anything happened to Rivers State Resources. If anything should go wrong with that money that was kept by the governor of Rivers State, the suspended governor. The executive governor of Rivers State, Smile Fubara, has been operating for the period of 1 year now or 2 years now without borrowing money. We can remember how much Nyesom Wike borrowed within his period in office. Smile Fubara has not borrowed any money. It's yet to borrow a kobo from anybody. At the same time, he is still making sure that he's going on with the development that is needed in Rivers State. He's still making government presence across the 23 local government of Rivers State or in Rivers State. At the same time, we have Nyesom Wike as a former governor of Rivers State that concentrated his blueprint on just 2 local governments, Obiakpo and Port Harcourt City. These were just the concentration of Nyesom Wike when he was the governor of Rivers State. Today, Nyesom Wike have decided to make Rivers State ungovernable, going about talking about different things that will also create more tension in the state. This is apparently 1 month for the state of emergency, and we are not comfortable. We cannot say that we're happy about this situation. We are going to mobilize. We are going to mobilize every youth, every mother and father in Rivers State to come out to say enough of this whole situation. If the NSA cannot be able to address situation like this and make sure that peace is restored in Rivers State, and then ask that the sole administrator should go back or reverse the state of emergency in Rivers State, then Rivers State will actually embark on a serious protest that Nigeria government will be ready to shoot direct to Nigerians, to Rivers youths that will come out against this particular state of emergency. We want to make it clear that at this point in time, Rivers youths are not happy. The president, Akpabio, should understand that this is not why the South-South youth and the South-South region actually endorse him as the Senate president. Mr. Akpabio will not do this to his own state. Mr. Akpabio should understand, the Senate president should understand that what he's doing to Rivers State is not the same thing he will want to do in Akwa Ibom State. One year, some wicked to understand that actually, if he's not ashamed of his actions, if he's not ashamed of the situation that he has caused Rivers people, if he's not ashamed of the hunger that is actually creating on daily basis in Rivers State, then the world, Nigerians are actually laughing at him for conspiring with outsiders, for conspiring with non-indigenous of Rivers State to make government unbearable or to make governance unbearable for Rivers citizens. Then he should know that he's not being seen as a hero, rather he's being seen as something else, and he should be ashamed of such an action. Nyesom Wike should also be aware that at this point, the Rivers youth are just carefully looking at him, because if he assured himself that he's going to deliver Mr. President come 2027 with this kind of action, then we are telling him that that is a big failure that he will get in 2027. Mr. President will be disappointed in 2027 because, like we said earlier, no matter the number of military presidents in Rivers State, they can never force us to vote against our conscience. So let them be aware that 2027 is also by the corner. We will also ask and advise Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to understand that 2027 that is coming up, Rivers youth will make the right choice. We take, for the very first time, we take a bold decision. And nobody can actually stop Rivers people from taking a bold step. So if Mr. President wants his 2027 election to be successful, then we ask that Mr. President, with immediate effect, to reverse the state of emergency. This is the first month, and Rivers people is not in peace. Mr. Administrator was actually assigned to Rivers State to create peace and to restore normalcy, political stability in the state. What is the sole administrator doing? Sponsoring protests in Rivers State. The sole administrator is actually, at this point in time, sponsoring protests in the state and then ensuring that those persons that are actually going against the state of emergency and also protesting against what is going on and the action of Nyesom Wike are being tear gas on daily basis, are being given a serious challenge, are being chased with tear gas on daily basis. But those that are actually protesting in favor of pro-Wike protests are given the necessary protection, are given security backup, and are escorted from their meeting point to their destination without any tear gas. How do we explain this to Nigerians? How do we explain this to the world? We are told that protest is the constitutional right of every citizen. You cannot stop us from protesting because it's our constitutional right. This is a democratic system of government, not a military era. We are not the military system where you can stop us from protesting. We are going to protest and will continue protesting until the needful is done. So I want to call on the attention of Mr. President that if we actually feel that Nyesom Wike will deliver in 2027, then should continue with this action. But if we understand that we also need the vote of Rivers citizens, we also need the vote of Rivers people, they must go back and retrace the step and reverse the state of emergency and then call back his sole administrator in Rivers State because we are no longer comfortable with that situation. We cannot continue having this situation in the state, and we ask that the sole administrator should be called back immediately. Simon Afubara should be reinstated. The executive governor of Rivers State, the suspended governor, must be reinstated, knowing very well that Mr. President act very seriously against the Nigerian constitution.
The 21-man panel inaugurated to look into the matter of Rivers State. What's your advice to those 21-man panel of the National Assembly?
First, we no longer have confidence. We no longer have trust in those that were set up by the National Assembly to restore peace in Rivers State, called the 21-man panel that is actually being assigned for that particular situation. Looking at the antecedent, looking at the action of the sole administrator, then it's obvious that nothing good is going to come out from them, because we do not need any panel of judges. We do not need any committee any panel of committee to actually look in the case of Rivers State. Rivers State case is a clear situation. Mr. President cannot play or claim to be ignorant about what is going on or the causes of the political crisis we have in Rivers State. Nobody should claim ignorance about it. We are aware that Mr. President, the Senate President, the Speaker of the House of Rep, and the NSA is aware about everything that is going on in Rivers State. So claiming ignorance, setting up different panels, setting up different committees to restore peace in Rivers State is just to ensure that they continue with the stay of what they are doing right now, to continue with their political intention, or to continue exhibiting their political script that they are giving to the sole administrator. And that is actually what they are trying to do, because we know very well that if a common man like us, if ordinary citizens like us, if ordinary youth like us should be able to be aware that the major reason why we are having political issue in Rivers State is because of the control of Rivers State resources. Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu want to be in charge or want to be in control of Rivers State resources. At the same time, the FCT minister, the former governor of Rivers State, also want to be in control of the resources in Rivers State. So what we are having, the political issue we are having in Rivers State, is about resource control. So nobody should deceive us to say they are setting up a committee or setting up a panel to go and look into the case of Rivers State. We do not have any case in Rivers State. We have peace in Rivers State. It's just one man that is responsible for all the political saga we are having in Rivers State. Just one man is responsible for all the challenge we are having in Rivers State. And who is that one man? Nyesom Wike. So we want to call on Nyesom Wike that at this point in time, he is in the right position to apologize to Rivers people. We also want to tell Rivers people that the political crisis we have in Rivers State is no longer between Nyesom Wike and the suspended governor of Rivers State, Simon Afubara. The political crisis we have in Rivers State is now between Nyesom Wike and Rivers people, Rivers youth, Rivers mother, and Rivers daughters. That is the situation we're having right now. Because if we continue sitting back to tell Nyesom Wike that yes, this is what is going on, that he is in the right position to be fighting for resource control. Who fought Nyesom Wike when he was the governor of Rivers State in terms of resource control? He was allowed from the beginning of his first tenure till the end of his second tenure. Nobody disturbed Nyesom Wike. Nobody called for his impeachment. Nobody called for state of emergency. Nobody called for his removal. So why is it not making Rivers State unbearable? Why is it being known for political crisis in Rivers State? Since Nyesom Wike, like I said earlier, started nurturing ambition for being the governor of Rivers State in 2013. This is how Rivers State has been in serious political situation or serious political crisis. This is what he did in Amechi's tenure. This is what he has been doing. We also want to remind Nyesom Wike that is not the only former governor of Rivers State. We have Right Honorable Rotimi Amechi, the former governor of Rivers State. He allowed Nyesom Wike to complete his first and second term, not minding what Nyesom Wike did, how the political instability that Nyesom Wike caused him during his tenure as the governor of Rivers State. We have former governor of Rivers State, Rufus Ada George, that is still alive today. Nobody has demanded for structure from Nyesom Wike. Nobody has been asking that they want to maintain their structure. Or does it mean that Rufus Ada George, the executive governor, former governor of Rivers State, never have a structure in Rivers State? Or does it mean that Right Honorable Rotimi Amechi never have a structure in Rivers State? Does it mean Dr. Peter Odili never have a structure in Rivers State? Why is Nyesom Wike all about structure? Nyesom Wike should understand that we have previous governor in Rivers State, King Alfred Jettespiv, was the governor of all Rivers State. He has never demanded for structure in Bayelsa State. He has never demanded for structure in Rivers State. Why is Nyesom Wike just against the goodwill of Rivers people? Why is he the only man against the positive governance that is expected in Rivers State? Nyesom Wike didn't give us any governance in Rivers State. Nyesom Wike administration was zero. The house he's living in was built by political resources or Rivers State resources. The same house he was living in that was supposed to be the CSRO to Rivers people, given by Julius Berger, was given to just one man, Nyesom Wike. So I want to ask Mr. FCT Minister, are you happy that people over the world, or people outside Nigeria, the North, the East, and every other persons are laughing at what is going on in Rivers State?